last session, we had gone through the basics of your JDBC. What do you mean by JDBC? Then how it is going to help us to communicate from your Java application to your what you can say the database. Fine. And then we had gone through what you mean by API. Fine. Okay. And how the basic steps to connect from the Java application or from JDBC to your relational database RDBMS. Fine. So there are different steps we had gone through in the last session. So first one is your loading the driver, connection URL. Third one is establishing the connection. Fourth one is executing the query using your statement interface. Then we had gone through the what you can say the result set interface, how you are going to get the result out of it in the form of table. And then there are different methods to access that result set to table. Fine. And the different versions of the result set also we had gone through the basics. Fine. Then we had gone through the one concept called the statement interface, and out of which there are two different standards and two different versions of your what you can say the statement interface, and that statement interface will be helpful for us to execute the SQL queries. In the previous session we had already came to know that directly you cannot execute the SQL queries and it will be having no impact on your this thing. The thing is you have to create a prepared statement interface, and you have to pass that SQL query as a parameter to that statement interface or the statement. Then you need to execute that statement interface on behalf of your SQL query that will execute and get the result set object in that format, so that you will be getting your results in the tabular format. So in the statement interface we have gone through the different types of what you can say the types. So first one is prepared statement and callable statement. So the prepared statement is in sometimes you can say it as parameterized statement. Fine. And which is used for the some purpose we will explain. And then the callable statement, which we'll discuss in the further classes. The callable statement is nothing but your what you can say the execute the stored procedures. Okay. In the stored procedures we do have some kind of a functions. Okay. For the calculation of a age and for the calculation of what you can say the some date of birth or something. So based on that some salary calculation or something. So some functionality, small functionality has been embedded in the with respect to those stored procedures. Whenever you wanted to call the stored procedure with those results need to be accessed, so you can use the callable statement. So the first one is your prepared statement. So let us start. If you are going to execute a similar SQL statements multiple times, okay, using parameterized or you can say it as prepared statement. So your prepared statement itself sometimes called as your parameterized statement. Okay, using the parameterized then executing a raw query each time. Okay, the idea is to create a parameterized statements in a standard form that is sent to the database for compilation before actually being used. So this is a very important statement related to your prepared statement. Okay. So the thing is, what is the basic need of your prepared statement is, first thing is it will be pre-compiled. Okay. So whenever you are executing the same query for the multiple times, so every time no need to compile that statement. Okay. It uses the many resources as a part of a client, or it may be as a part of a server or something. It requires too many resources to execute the same statement many times. So it is a wastage of those resources. In such cases, instead of compiling it for the many times, I will pre-compile it once and keep it ready. So whenever the new values to be updated and the new values to be made entry to that particular database, I will just change the parameter at the runtime. I will pass the values at the runtime, and the query will be compiled at only once in a time. So that is nothing but your parameterized or prepared statement. You are keeping it prepared before you are executing it. So you can just go through this statement which states that the idea is to create a parameterized or the prepared statement in a standard form that is sent to the database for compilation before actually being used. Okay, see, suppose for example there are multiple entries to be made in a particular database. For example, I am inserting the employee values. Okay, insert into, for example, insert into employee table with some values. Okay, with some values I will take. This is just for example purpose I have taken. Okay, so here I am inserting some values to the employee table. Let it can be the ID, or it can be the name, or it can be the salary of the employee. See, suppose there are 1000 entries to be made for the same this thing. So I need to enter the 1000 values for the 1000 values for this particular this thing. So ID of those, then name of those employees, and salary of those employees. So every time insert into employee table and these values for 1000 times, it is not a good practice to compile it for 1000 times. Okay, so it is requires too many, what you can say, the resources to be utilized as a part of client side as well as the server side also. It is not a good practice, and also it is time consuming. Okay, so instead of that I am writing it for the 1000 times this statement to insert the values in the database. Instead of that, what I will do, I will keep it pre-compiled. I will keep it, what you can say, the prepared. The compilation is done for once in a time of the execution. Then I will change the value. Suppose for example ID is 1, name is, what you can say, anything else. I will take XYZ and salary is 10,000. Okay, for example. So everything will remain same for one employee, and the next employee the values will be different, and this query needs to be compiled once again. If you are not using the prepare statement, or if you are using the general statement interface, then 100 times or 1000 times you need to write insert the values into the employee, insert into employee table, insert into employee table. So many times you need to insert values into the employee table. So many times you need to write the code, and so many times you need to compile it once again. So that is not a good practice. So what I will do, I will just pass the different parameters. Okay, suppose for example, so you can observe here what I have written. So this is my first parameter values, first employee values you can say it as, second employee values, third employee values, but this query will remain same. So I am not going to compile this every time. So this query will remain same. It is pre-compiled and keep it ready. And as a part of these values, I am passing this as a different type of this thing. So executing the same query for the multiple times, it is not a good practice to what you can say, the execute using the normal statement interface. Instead of that, I will go for the prepare statement interface, so that I can just pass the values at the runtime as a parameter, so it will get executed. Okay, so here you can observe, fine. So here you can observe the database for compilation before actually being used. So I have not yet used that particular this thing yet. So I have pre-compiled it and kept it ready for the execution. So how many times you wanted to execute that much value will be passed as a value of a parameter or something, and it will get executed in a once compiled statement. So here the prepare statement interface is a sub interface of a statement interface. Of course, it is used to execute parameterized query. So here you can observe string SQL. I have taken one SQL command, insert into employee values. Okay, insert into employee values, and I have passed the question marks. Okay, so I have passed the question marks. Yes, you can observe here. So I have passed the parameters, and these parameters in the form of question mark, and these question marks are indicating as a placeholder which holds the value which has been passed at the execution time. You can just go through this. This prepare statement interface is a sub interface for the statement. It is used to execute parameterized query. The format they have given here, the SQL insert into employee values. You can observe the question mark. So this question mark is acting as a placeholder which holds the value of what you can say the values which you need to insert in that particular database. Okay, its value will be set by the calling by the setter and getter methods of your prepared statement interface. So no need to execute that so many times. So it is better to what you can say, use prepared statement interface. So why to use a prepared statement interface? There must be some question you people will be having in your mind. So why should we use this prepared statement? So one is that it improves the performance, of course. So because so many times no need for the compilation, it will compile it for the once again and keep it ready for the execution. And we do have a question mark as a placeholder. To that placeholder we are just passing the values and it is going to execute so many times. So I have executed 100 what you can say inserted the 100 employee values at a one stretch using the prepared statement interface. So how to get an instance of prepared statement? So prepared statement is this thing that you can create a method of a connection interface is used to return the object of prepared statement this thing. So this is the syntax: public prepared statement. He has created an this thing method of type and query will be passed here, which may throw an SQL exception because we are passing an SQL query as a part of parameter. Yes, these are the some of the important methods of your prepared statement interface. So another thing is, in case of your prepared statement, if you are accessing any values, we will go through the example how it works properly. So first will be the positional value of your this thing, and next you are going to pass the value. So what is that positional this thing? So we will discuss. So here we have listed some of the methods which comes for your prepared statement interface. Okay, so public void set int. Okay, so the parameter index int value. Then we do have set string. So set int, set string, parameter index, the value. Then for the set float, parameter index and float value. So here there is a common this thing between all these methods is it is accepting first value parameter value or the argument value as an parameter index, the positional value of that this thing what you are inserting, fine, the index, parameter index, then the value, actual value to that parameter. Okay, this is the positional parameter of that and this is the actual value of that. So all the methods are accepting the positional first, then it is accepting the value for that particular parameter. So similarly, if you wanted to set the integer value, then you can go for the set int. Okay, as a part of integer value you are setting. If you are going for the string, you can go for the set string. If you are using the floating point value, so for the employee salary or something, then you can go for the, if you required in that case, you can go for the set float. So again it receives the same, one is the parameter index, then the value, actual value for that, then set double. So this is the same again, so for the double values. Okay, just go through the description provided for this. Sets an integer value to the given parameter index. See, suppose for example first will be the ID. So here we have taken three positional values. So first I have set it to ID, second I have set it to the name, and third I have set it to this salary suppose. So whenever I am inserting the values, so for example if it is 1 and 10,000, okay, so this 1 is the positional value for this ID or something, and this or is an value for that. So suppose for example if you take a salary, the positional value will be 3 and I will enter the value. So you can observe here the positional value and what is the actual value I am entering for that this thing. So that is how your prepared statement is going to access the values. So now let us go through one of the examples first how it works for the regular accessing the database. Yes, So this is very first as a part of what you can say the sending the input values to that particular JDBC program or to create this thing. Fine. So you can use the servlet also. Instead of servlet you can use the JSP also. This we will discuss in the last part. Fine. So from this index.jsp, instead of JSP you can use even HTML also. So JSP is at the server side. Fine. So I am using this to insert the values. We will go through in the next part. So first we will go through the main core JDBC program. Okay. Fine. So this is my JDBC program, package P. I have taken some package, named it as P. So whenever you are creating the NetBeans applications, creating the applications in NetBeans or something, so it will provide you an option to create a package for that particular this thing. So whatever files you have created, whatever servlets, JSP or something, so it resides in some particular package. So it is very easy to access and a kind of a protection will be given using the package. So that is package I have defined for this. Import java.sql, the connection in the previous session, in the morning session we had already gone through. So first all the what you can say the classes, the interfaces, the packages which are required to access the JDBC are available in java.sql package, because SQL related aspects everything they have grouped and keep it ready in one package. So that is nothing but your java.sql. So from that java.sql I am taking the connection and the driver manager class to load the driver, to do some related activities related to driver manager. Then connection is for the connection purpose. Then I have take the prepare statement. This is a statement interface. Is a part of a statement interface. I have taken the prepare statement. Instead of this you can go for the normal interface also. The thing is only the thing is here you can just observe if it is a basic statement interface, then so many times or the several times you need to go through the same this thing program. If it is you are using a prepared statement, then you no need to compile it for the several times. So this is my prepared statement, which is a part of a statement interface. Then result set to get the results. So SQL, if it got any exception related to the SQL, so I have imported all the statements. So I have declared a connection. So this is my result set. So this is my data. Public my data is nothing but my constructor. So this is my main code. You can observe here. This is my main code, which is the first step to connect to the database was loading the driver. Yes, how you are going to load the driver? Using the class.forName method. So this is these 3 or 4 lines what you are observing. These are my main code, and I am surrounding that particular code with the try catch block, because it may throw some kind of exception. To handle that particular exception, we will be having this particular code surrounded with the try catch block, which may throw some kind of exception and it will be carried out. So first step is to load the JDBC driver. So to load the JDBC driver, in the previous session we had already discussed saying that the class.forName method is used to load the driver. So class.forName, this is my JDBC driver. Okay, so here what I am doing, so using the get connection method. So as we already know, this get connection method comes under the driver manager class. So driver manager.get connection method. So I am passing the URL. So in the morning session we had gone through saying that first you need to pass the URL. In that URL it will be considering the on which system or the local host you are executing that particular program, port number, then what you can say the username and password to access that database, and the complete URL or the detail for that particular table or database, you can say it as. Okay, in the get connection method I am passing, this is my URL JDBC MySQL. So on localhost I am executing this thing. This is my port number. Then this is my table name, that is employee EMP I have mentioned over here. This is my table name. So in that particular URL, this is my localhost, this is my port number, this is my what you can say the table name. then root is the username and the something password I have given for this what you can say to access that particular database. So this is how I am going to exactly mention the URL and the giving all the accessibility to access that particular database. Okay. So URL I have given, port number I have given, database name I have given, username and password I have given. So this is the complete authority I have given to access, do some modifications and manipulations to that table. So this is how it is to be addressed. Okay. This particular code may throw an exception called class not found exception, because we are loading the what you can say the JDBC driver using class.forName. So if that class having some problem and it is unable to load the driver or to unable to register the driver or something, so this class not found exception will be thrown. So in that case, so this may throw a class not found exception, and which will be handled by this particular catch block, and error will be thrown over the same. So this is how loading the driver and the connection purpose. And next one you can observe here. So create a table. So again I am surrounding this with the particular try catch block, because it may throw a different type of exception over here. So different type of exceptions need to be taken care by the different type of what you can say the try catch blocks. Okay, this is the common what you have learned from the Java. Fine. In case of your JDBC or something, so whenever you are executing in case of your exception handling, so if there are different type of exceptions, means you need to have a different type of try catch block. So same try catch block will not be used to handle the different type of exception. So before we have used the class not found exception, and now you can observe here it is throwing another type of exception called SQL exception. So I have surrounded this particular code with the try catch block. So what is that? So I am done with the loading the driver, and I am done with the what you can say the connection this thing. So then it comes to the statement interface. If it is a normal statement, then you need not worry, you have to create a statement interface, then you are going to pass the value to that particular create statement. So here it is a prepared statement. So whatever statement I am passing as an what you can say the SQL statement, so it will be pre-compiled one. So later next whenever I wanted to execute the same create this statement or something, so that won't be compiled anytime. So all the parameter values will be what you can say pre-compiled and kept it ready. Whenever you are passing the value, so it will get inserted in the placeholders what we have mentioned as a part of your question mark. Okay, so this is my statement. So this is the create a table employee. This is the values I have taken ID, name and salary for that particular employee. So prepare statement, that object I have taken and execute. So this will execute that particular prepare statement and returns the value. So this may throw an exception of SQL exception. So I have handled that exception using the catch block, and related error will be message will be thrown. So then it comes create a statement. Then we will be having an insert this thing. To insert the values, public int insert name, ID, float that is salary, prepare statement. Then what is there? Connection is equal to prepare statement, insert into the employees. You can observe here I have given question mark as a placeholder. Okay, so right now I am inserting the values for the different type of employees. That values will be same, that placeholder will be same, but the values will be different. Yes, in other sense what you can say it as ID will be common. Yes, ID and name and what you can say the salary. These parameters will be same, but the values will be different for different type of employees. So this particular prepared statement, that is insert into employee values, 3 question mark I have given here. So this one placeholder, so you can observe here, this is the placeholder. First what you can say the positional value for your ID, I am giving it as 1. So this 1 is the positional value, and value I am passing as an ID. Okay, so that prepare statement, you can observe here ID I have given in the form of integer. So I have taken set int method from your prepare statement. So for the integer values we have gone through that, you are going to use an set int method. So that prepare statement dot set int, and this is the position first, and value I have given is ID. in the similar format. So this one is first question mark work is done. So now second and third. So we will go through this. So you can observe here, prepare statement, set string, because the name is in the format of string. So I have taken a set string method of your prepare statement. 2 is the positional value, second positional value I have given as a name. Then you can go for the prepare statement set float, because I am setting it for the salary. This 3 is the positional value and salary I have taken as an this thing. So prepare statement execute update. So whenever you are inserting the new values, it is going to execute, and as well as a value will be updated in that case. So that is why I have used the execute update method. So this also may throw an exception of SQL type. So I have surrounded with the try catch block, and I am going to handle that SQL exception using the catch block. Okay, so this is done. Then comes, so now what we are done with, loading the driver is done, getting the connection is done, parameterized. Okay, then we have gone for the parameterized statement, that is prepare statement, using which we have done with the creating the statement and all is done. Then it comes result set. Okay, so it is time to get the result. Okay, so what is there in the result set object? We have taken connection dot prepare statement, select star from employee. What is the value? What are the values are there in the employee table? You just display all those values. Okay, so prepare statement, in the return you are getting the execute query, and this value will be returned in case of your result set. This also may throw an exception called SQL exception, and that will be also can be handled. So this is how the this thing is been handled. So you can observe here, result set get data method is been called over here. Okay, so in the very first this thing we have taken what you can say the this you can observe. So here we have taken one index.jsp, which will help us to feed the values at the this thing sent by the other part. So we have taken ID, input type ID, then one is for the name and one is for the salary. When you click on insert button, it will go to insert.jsp. Here we have mentioned the insert.jsp. This you might be aware of in case of your JSPs and all. So this angle bracket, %, and at the rate means this is the page, means this is page directive tag. So this at the rate means it is the directive tag, and page followed by page indicates that this is the page directive tag. Import, I am the one of the attribute I am accessing it from the page directive tag. So that is nothing but p.myData. So I am accessing the values from that. So I will be importing that. So then next another same thing, page directive tag. So java.sql.result set. So I am wanted to access and print the results over here. So table will be created. Then it comes for the, you can observe the main core part. Button is equals to insert, then you are inserting the values, then integer dot parseInt request dot get parameter ID. You can observe here. So in case of your servlet, we have gone through the request dot get parameter. So in case of your JSPs, it will be an implicit object. Okay, implicit means by default it will be there in case of your JSP. Whenever you run a JSP, the core part of your JSP is your servlet itself. Whenever you run your JSP, behind the scene servlet itself is running. So first you run the JSP means it will get converted into servlet, and servlet is working behind the scene. Again, whenever you are getting the output, but as a part of front end, you will be seeing your JSP. So this get parameter or something, so this will be as a part of your implicit object in case of this thing. So I am taking all the values from this thing that is which has been sent from the other part. So I have taken the ID. Similarly, get parameter name, I have taken the name, I have taken the salary also, and I am printing the values over here. So as a part of result I am getting. So this is how your JDBC code will be getting executed. Even we will go through the some of the other parts or other types of your prepare statement. Yes, prepare statement interface, insert a records in the table. Yes, to insert the records in the table, the same thing just now we had gone through. So I have mentioned the what you can say the import java.sql So I have taken an SQL package, imported the SQL package. Fine. That is my class. That is my main method to execute. Yes. So I have inserted with the try catch block over here. So class.forName is to load. Then connection driver manager.get connection. I have passed the complete URL here. So prepare statement. You can observe the same thing over here. Prepare statement. Insert into employee values. The question mark they have mentioned here. So this question mark is acting as an placeholder which holds the value for that purpose. Then statement dot set int, you can observe here, first is the positional value and 101 is the actual value for that. So here they have mentioned one specifies the first parameter in the query. The first parameter, second parameter, third parameter, the position of that parameter will be identified by this particular this thing. So statement dot set string, the second value. So they have taken the positional value of that and the value will be the string. Then they are going to execute that value and the records will be inserted successfully. So instead of this prepared statement, even you can go for the normal statement or the regular statement interface also. But the thing is, every time you need to compile and execute the query. So it will not access the only this question mark and placeholder. This option will not be there in case of your what you can say the regular statement interface. Okay, and the another one is which is a very short program, the code snippet we have mentioned, the prepare statement interface that updates the record. Okay, prepare statement. So I have taken the update employee, set name is equal to, I have set the placeholder. So you have to mention or you have to pass the name as a part of parameter or the placeholder value. Then it comes ID is equal to the positional value. So based on this particular ID, it is going to set the employee name. So I am going to update. So whenever that particular ID will be there, you set the name for this thing. So I am doing some update for that. Your prepare statement is used for the updation purpose also. Yes, where statement set string is the value. So first I have taken and second I have taken as a name as a GIT I have mentioned over here, and here also the first implements the first parameter in the query which executes the name, and set statement it is executing the values and it will be records will get updated over here. Third one also the prepare statement interface that deletes the record. So there are just the thing is I am doing the different SQL operations and I am executing the different operations based on that particular prepare statement. That's it. First I have inserted the values in one example. In second example I have updated the record. In the third example what I am doing is I am deleting the values from that record. See, you can observe here prepare statement object I have created. Connection.prepare statement delete from the employee where ID is equal to question mark I have mentioned. So this question mark is nothing but an placeholder. Whichever values you passes to that particular delete ID will be deleted. Okay. So here you can observe set int 1, the ID will be 101. The whichever employee the value ID of value will be 101. That particular this will be deleted. So then you are going to execute and update the query. That thing will be deleted. Okay. You can observe here. The record got deleted from this thing. So for everything in that purpose you can use this prepared statement. In other case, so in the last code snippet what I am doing, retrieving the records from the table using the prepared statement. So you can observe select star from employee. Okay, that is being done. Result set rs is equal to statement dot execute query. While rs.next, what is this rs? Is the result set. Next means it is a pointer which points to a next what you can say accessible value from that result set table. System.out.println get int of that particular value. So it is I am getting printed. So this is how the different what you can say the manipulations and the different type of things can be performed using the what you can say your prepared statement. Only the difference between your regular what you can say statement and your prepare statement is your prepare statement is pre-compiled. Your regular statement is not pre-compiled. Every time you need to compile it for the so many times you wanted to use this thing. So 100 values you need to insert values into insert values into. So many times you just need to use that and compile it for the so many times. So in case of your prepare statement that will be pre-compiled and keep it ready. Whenever you passes the values, Okay, that placeholder will be getting that value and it is getting inserted in the database so many times. So it uses what you can say the less resources from your database or from the server. You can say it as time taken by the prepare statement is very less, and you are going to get the results in the very similar format how you have done with your what you can say regular prepare statement. Thank you.